Welcome to my local area insights in association with the NPA and powered by Real World Analytics. The objective of this extended report is to give you visibility of what is happening in your local area in relation to prescription item growths, pharmacies and GP practice participation, and monitoring the trends on paid services. You can use these reports to get ahead of your local competition and help you to identify areas where you can grow your pharmacy business. The report consists of 4 additional pages to enhance your Pharmacy Insights dashboard, which we will review in detail during this presentation. Page 1. How am I doing compared to my local competition? This page outlines your pharmacy's performance against the local area competition for KPIs such as item growth, nominations and EPS penetration. Firstly, on the map you have visibility of the positioning of the top 10 pharmacies in your local area within a 10-kilometre radius of your pharmacy. Your pharmacy is indicated by the purple circle and your competition in the grey circles. The size of the circles is relative to the volume of the paid rolling year items. The next view indicates the growth in all the pharmacies for the latest months, the latest 3 months, the latest 6 months and the rolling 12 months. Each of these timeframes is compared to the same time periods last year. The purple again reflects my pharmacy. First, identify how your pharmacy ranks in relation to your local competition. The pharmacies are ranked descending by the volume of paid rolling year items. Compare the growth of your pharmacy for each of the timeframes against the average indicated in the grand total row to see if you are performing above or below the average. Then review the other pharmacies to see how your highest ranking competition is doing. Following this, you can then see the trend of performance for items, EPS penetration and nominations across the last 12 months for our pharmacy, indicated in purple, versus the average of all the other local pharmacies up to the last paid month for items and EPS and up to current week of publication for nominations. Page 2. Where are my items coming from? On the map, we can see our pharmacy's top prescribing practices. The number of each X reflects the rank of that practice relative to our paid dispensed items within our pharmacy. Our pharmacy is indicated as the purple circle. The next view shows us the practices above ranked descending on the rolling year items contributed to our pharmacy. We see the number of rolling year items coming from each of those surgeries and what percentage of my items that makes up. We also see the percentage of their items that comes to us from each of these practices. Here, we can also see the growth of each of these practices within my pharmacy for the latest 3 and latest 6 months versus the same time period last year. Now we look at how these practices are performing independently. By comparing these two views, we can see if a practice may be growing their items over the same time, but our percentage is not growing at the same rate or at all. Who dispenses the local GP's items? We should be asking ourselves from the previous two views, if a practice is growing and we're not growing with them, where is their item growth growing to? By reviewing this view, we can see the participation of all the local pharmacies within my top 6 practices. Am I losing considerable items to my neighbour, and is there something I can do about it? In this example, we can see from the previous views our top practice prescribes almost 50% of our items and has been seeing growth in the latest 6 months, but that our items have fallen considerably for this practice. Now we can see where that growth is going to and which of our competitors appears to be growing their items at our loss. Page 4. Services. Here we compare our national services performance against our competition. Are we losing out on valuable services? Am I getting my fair share of flu? And am I claiming my entitlement for the COVID delivery service? In summary, this report is designed to give you transparency of what is happening in your local area. You could be doing everything right inside your pharmacy, but if the local surgeries or your competition are upsetting the apple cart, you should know about it so you can do something about it. If you have any further queries or questions, please contact your MPA Member Services representative.